What if one of the most common foods in your kitchen could change the way your body feels in just 30 days? What if something as simple as eating eggs every day could influence your hunger, your energy, your focus, your muscles, and even the way your body uses nutrients? For years, eggs have been surrounded by fear. Some people call them a cholesterol bomb. Others see them as one of the most complete foods on the planet. But the real question is not whether eggs are good or bad. The real question is what actually happens inside your body when you eat them consistently, every single day, for an entire month. Imagine eating 5 eggs a day for 30 days. That means 35 eggs a week and around 150 eggs in 1 month. For many people, that number sounds shocking. It may even sound dangerous. But the human body is more complex than old nutrition myths. Eggs are not just cholesterol. They are not just protein. They are a package of vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, amino acids, antioxidants, and nutrients that your body can recognize and use. In this video, we are going to explore what may happen to your body, your brain, your appetite, your muscles, your hormones, and your blood chemistry when eggs become part of your daily routine for 30 days. But before we begin, remember this important point. This video is for educational purposes only. If you have diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease, high cholesterol, allergies, or if you take medication, always speak with a healthcare professional before making a major change to your diet. Now let's start the 30-day journey. 1. The first week, your hunger and energy begin to change. During the first few days, the first thing many people may notice is not dramatic weight loss or a sudden transformation. It is something more subtle but very important. Hunger begins to feel different. The desire to snack all day may start to decrease. The afternoon crash may become less intense. The constant search for something sweet may slowly become quieter. This happens because eggs are rich in high-quality protein and fat, two nutrients that help slow digestion and support satiety. When you eat a meal based mainly on refined bread, sugary cereal, pastries, or sweet drinks, your blood sugar can rise quickly. Then insulin responds, blood sugar may drop again, and the body starts asking for more food. This can create a cycle of cravings, fatigue, and repeated snacking. Eggs work differently. They have almost no sugar and very little impact on blood glucose when eaten alone. 5 eggs may provide around 350 calories depending on their size, but these calories come with complete protein, natural fats, vitamin B12, vitamin B2, selenium, iodine, choline, and other nutrients. This makes them very different from empty calories that fill the stomach for a short time but do not deeply nourish the body. By day 3 or 4, some people may feel that their energy is more stable. Instead of feeling a sharp rise and fall after breakfast, they may feel a smoother level of energy. This does not mean eggs are magical. It means the body is receiving fuel that is slower, denser, and more balanced. Another important change during the first week may be appetite control. Protein stimulates hormones that tell the brain that the body has received enough food. Fat also slows digestion and helps meals feel more satisfying. This is why a breakfast rich in eggs can sometimes keep a person full longer than a breakfast rich in sugar or refined carbohydrates. But there is a very important detail here. The rest of the diet still matters. Eating 5 eggs a day while also eating processed snacks, fried foods, sugary desserts, and large amounts of refined carbohydrates will not produce the same effect as eating eggs as part of a balanced diet. Eggs can support better nutrition, but they cannot erase every other habit. The quality of the eggs may also matter. Eggs from chickens raised in better conditions may contain different levels of certain nutrients, especially depending on the animal's feed and environment. But even regular eggs remain a highly nutritious food for many people. During this first week, your body may start adjusting to a meal pattern that is lower in sugar and higher in complete nutrition. You may feel fuller, you may snack less, you may feel less controlled by cravings. For some people, digestion may feel heavier at first, especially if they are not used to eating several eggs a day. That is why it is always wise to listen to the body and adjust the quantity if needed. The first week is not about becoming a new person overnight. It is about giving your body a different kind of fuel and noticing how your hunger, cravings, and energy respond. 2. The second week. Your brain receives powerful nutrients. By the second week, the story moves from the stomach to the brain. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient that many people do not think about, but the body needs it every day. Choline is used to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory, learning, attention, and communication between nerve cells. When the body does not get enough choline, some people may experience poor concentration, mental fatigue, or difficulty staying focused. Of course, brain fog can have many causes, including poor sleep, stress, dehydration, medication, anemia, thyroid problems, and other health issues. But nutrition can play a role, and eggs can help provide key building blocks. 5 eggs can provide a significant amount of choline. This does not mean that eating eggs will instantly give you a perfect memory, but it may support brain function as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. Your brain is not only powered by calories, it is built from nutrients. It needs amino acids, fats, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Eggs also contain vitamin B12, which is important for nerve health and red blood cell production. Low B12 can contribute to fatigue, weakness, and neurological symptoms. Eggs also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants found in the yolk. These nutrients are known for their role in eye health because they accumulate in the retina and help protect it from oxidative stress. In modern life, many people spend long hours in front of screens. The eyes are constantly exposed to light, visual fatigue, and strain. Lutein and zeaxanthin are not a replacement for eye care, rest, or medical treatment, but they are valuable nutrients that support long-term eye health. Another important part of the second week is fat. The brain contains a large amount of fat, and it needs healthy fats to maintain the structure of cell membranes. Eggs contain fats that help the body absorb fat-soluble nutrients. When you remove the yolk and eat only the whites, you remove much of what makes eggs so complete. This is why the old habit of eating only egg whites is not always the best choice for everyone. Egg whites are mostly protein and water. They can be useful in certain diets, but the yolk contains choline, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, lutein, zeaxanthin, and healthy fats. The yolk is not the enemy. In many ways, it is the nutritional heart of the egg. By the end of the second week, some people may feel more mentally steady, especially if eggs replaced a low-nutrient breakfast. They may feel less distracted by hunger. They may experience fewer energy dips. They may feel more satisfied after meals. But again, results depend on the person, the rest of the diet, sleep, activity, and health status. The second week teaches us something important. Food is not only fuel for the body, food is also information for the brain. The nutrients you eat become part of your cells, your hormones, your neurotransmitters, and your long-term health. 3. The third week. Your muscles, metabolism, and recovery may improve. By the third week, the focus shifts toward protein and body composition. Eggs contain complete protein, meaning they provide all the essential amino acids the body cannot make on its own. These amino acids are needed to repair muscle, maintain organs, support enzymes, build tissues, and help the immune system function properly. This becomes especially important after the age of 60. As people age, they naturally begin to lose muscle mass if they do not eat enough protein and stay physically active. This gradual muscle loss can affect balance, strength, mobility, metabolism, and independence. Preserving muscle is not only about looking stronger, it is about living better. 5 eggs may provide around 30 grams of protein depending on size. This amount can be meaningful, especially at breakfast, because many people eat too little protein in the morning. A breakfast based only on bread, jam, coffee, or sweet foods may provide calories but not enough amino acids to protect muscle. Egg protein is highly digestible and considered one of the most complete protein sources. This means the body can use it efficiently. When combined with resistance exercise, walking, stretching, and a balanced diet, eggs can support muscle repair and recovery. By week 3, people who exercise may notice that they recover better. Their muscles may feel less depleted after activity. Their hunger may be easier to manage. People trying to lose weight may find that a higher protein breakfast helps them reduce unnecessary snacking while preserving lean mass. But there is a common mistake. Some people think protein alone builds muscle. It does not. Protein provides the bricks, but movement sends the signal to build. If you eat protein but never use your muscles, the body has less reason to maintain them. That is why eggs are most powerful when combined with daily movement. Another important point is that whole eggs may be more beneficial than egg whites alone for many people. The yolk contains nutrients that support the use of the protein in the white. When you eat the whole egg, you get protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants together. Nature packaged them together for a reason. However, 5 eggs a day may not be appropriate for everyone. Some people may feel digestive discomfort. Others may have medical conditions that require a more personalized approach. Some may simply not enjoy eating that many eggs. The point is not that everyone must eat 5 eggs. The point is to understand what eggs can do when used intelligently. During the third week, your metabolism may feel more stable because you are eating more protein and fewer fast-digesting carbohydrates, especially if eggs replace processed breakfast foods. Protein also has a higher thermic effect than carbohydrates and fats, meaning the body uses more energy to digest it. This can slightly support calorie control over time. But the biggest benefit may be the protection of muscle. After 60, one of the most important health goals is not just losing weight, it is losing fat while keeping strength. Many people lose weight the wrong way. They cut calories too aggressively, eat too little protein, and lose muscle along with fat. That can make the body weaker. Eggs can help prevent that mistake by providing complete protein in a simple, affordable, and versatile form. 4. The fourth week, cholesterol, hormones, and blood markers need a smarter explanation. By the fourth week, one fear usually appears. People may begin to ask, isn't this too much cholesterol? This is the question that has followed eggs for decades. Eggs do contain cholesterol. 5 eggs can contain a large amount of dietary cholesterol. But dietary cholesterol does not affect everyone in the same way. The body also produces cholesterol naturally, especially in the liver, because cholesterol is essential for life. It helps build cell membranes, produce bile acids, support vitamin D production, and create hormones. For many people, eating cholesterol does not automatically mean that blood cholesterol rises dangerously. The body often adjusts its own production. When more cholesterol comes from food, the liver may produce less. When less cholesterol comes from food, the liver may produce more. But this does not mean cholesterol does not matter. It means the story is more complicated than simply saying, eggs clog arteries. Heart disease risk depends on many factors, including inflammation, smoking, blood pressure, diabetes, insulin resistance, waist size, genetics, physical activity, sleep, stress, and the overall quality of the diet. If someone eats eggs with processed meat, fried potatoes, white bread, sugary drinks, and very little fiber, the health effect will be very different from someone who eats eggs with vegetables, olive oil, avocado, herbs, and a balanced meal pattern. LDL cholesterol also needs context. Some people may see changes in blood markers when eating many eggs, others may not. Some people are more sensitive to dietary cholesterol than others. This is why blood tests are useful. If someone wants to try a 30-day egg routine, it may be wise to check cholesterol, triglycerides, blood sugar, and other markers before and after, especially if they already have risk factors. Eggs may also support hormone production because the body uses cholesterol and fats as raw materials for several hormones. When people eat extremely low-fat diets for long periods, some may experience low energy, poor recovery, mood changes, or hormonal imbalance. This does not mean eating more eggs will fix every hormonal problem, but it does show why healthy fats should not be feared automatically. Eggs also provide B vitamins, selenium, iodine, and choline, which support metabolism, thyroid function, liver function, and cellular processes. Choline is especially important for the liver because it helps move fat out of the liver. Without enough choline, fat metabolism may become less efficient. By week 4, some people may feel that their appetite is more controlled, their meals are more satisfying, their focus is better, and their body feels stronger. But the safest way to interpret this is not to say eggs are a cure. Eggs are not medicine. Eggs are food. Powerful food. Yes, but still food. The real lesson of week 4 is that nutrition should be understood with nuance. One food does not destroy health by itself, and one food does not save health by itself. What matters is the total pattern, the person's condition, and how the body responds. For someone with an egg allergy, eggs are not appropriate. For someone with certain medical conditions, the amount may need to be limited. For someone with excellent tolerance and a balanced diet, eggs can be a valuable part of daily nutrition. The fourth week is where fear should be replaced by knowledge. Instead of asking, are eggs good or bad? Ask better questions. How many eggs fit my health situation? What am I eating with them? What foods are they replacing? How do my blood markers respond? How do I feel after eating them? This is how nutrition becomes personal and intelligent. 5. The best way to eat eggs for maximum benefit. After understanding the possible benefits, there is one final detail that many people ignore. The way you cook eggs matters. Egg yolks contain delicate fats, antioxidants, and vitamins. When eggs are cooked at very high heat for too long, some nutrients may be damaged, and the fats may become less ideal. This does not mean cooked eggs are dangerous. It simply means gentle cooking is better than burning, overfrying, or turning eggs into a dry, rubbery meal. Soft-boiled eggs are one of the best options because the yolk stays creamy while the white becomes cooked. Poached eggs are also excellent. Over-easy eggs can be a good choice if prepared gently. Scrambled eggs can also be healthy, but only if they are cooked slowly, on low heat, and removed from the pan while still soft and moist. The worst mistake is blasting eggs on very high heat until they become dry, gray, or rubbery. That kind of cooking can reduce quality and make digestion less pleasant. Eggs should be treated like a nutrient-rich food, not burned like fast food. Another mistake is eating eggs alone every day without variety. Eggs are nutritious, but they do not contain everything. A smart egg meal can include vegetables, herbs, avocado, olive oil, mushrooms, spinach, tomatoes, onions, or a small portion of whole grains depending on your needs. This adds fiber, potassium, magnesium, antioxidants, and plant compounds that eggs do not provide. For seniors, fiber is especially important. Eggs contain no fiber, so vegetables and other plant foods should remain part of the meal. A breakfast of eggs with vegetables is very different from a breakfast of eggs with processed bread and sugary sauces. Hydration also matters. Protein metabolism requires water. If you increase protein but drink very little water, you may feel more tired or constipated. Adding vegetables and fluids helps the body handle the change more comfortably. So what may happen after 30 days of eating eggs daily? You may feel fuller, you may snack less, your energy may become more stable, your brain may receive more choline and B vitamins, your muscles may receive complete protein, your eyes may benefit from lutein and zeaxanthin, your hormones may receive important building blocks, your liver may receive nutrients involved in fat metabolism, but the most important transformation may be your relationship with food. You begin to understand that real nutrition is not about fear, it is about quality, balance, and consistency. Eggs are not a magic pill, and they are not the villain they were once made out to be. They are a simple, ancient, nutrient-dense food that can support the body when used wisely. If you decide to try an egg routine, start slowly. You do not have to jump to 5 eggs a day immediately. You can begin with 2 or 3 and observe your body. Notice your digestion, your energy, your appetite, and your blood markers if needed. Choose cooking methods that protect the yolk. Combine eggs with vegetables. Avoid turning them into a meal full of processed foods. The real goal is not to eat as many eggs as possible. The real goal is to nourish the body in a way that helps you feel stronger, sharper, and more stable. After 30 days, you may realize that the food you were told to fear was never the real problem. The real problem was misinformation, poor food quality, and diets filled with sugar, refined flour, and processed snacks. When you replace those foods with real nourishment, the body often responds. So now the question is simple. If one food can make breakfast more satisfying, support your muscles, feed your brain, and help you control cravings, is it really something to fear? Or is it something to understand better? Before you leave, share your answer in the comments. Do you prefer your eggs soft-boiled, poached, or scrambled? And would you try eating eggs every day for 30 days? Your answer may help others think differently about one of the most misunderstood foods in the world.